Hi, I'm Gary and I just got here. I'm in Marysville, Ohio, flying in a subdivision near my home. It's not too bad. It's about 65 degrees out here. The sun's shining, but we do have a little bit of wind and maybe a little bit of traffic. I see a van headed my way. This road doesn't go anywhere because they're just starting to build homes. So I'll be flying right here over this dirt right here because there shouldn't be any traffic. That should be okay. And if you guys like watching me fly my airplanes, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. You'll catch me here live on YouTube every day, somewhere in the evening. Today I'm running a little bit later because I didn't get home till 6 and I had to charge a battery. So there you go. I'm just getting here. And today I brought the baby blender. I've done a few modifications. I tried to lower the spot with some push rods for landing gear, but it's still nose heavy, so it still falls on its nose. We'll see how that goes. And then I took some skewers and put them between the top and down here in the bottom to try and firm this up because it was starting to be really wobbly, and I'm thinking it'll fly a little straighter lines for me. So the wind's actually coming from behind the camera here, and so I got my car blocking some of the wind, actually maybe this direction. And so I'll go out here and I'll launch it into the wind, and then I'll get it turned around and we'll fly it right out here. Alright, well, I had a lot of up and went straight up into the air, so plenty of power, I guess. You can see them wheels jiggling around on that flimsy landing gear I put on it. If you guys saw me fly this the last time, you'll know that the landing gear was hot glued on and peeled the paper back, so I had to do something different. I noticed one of the ailerons was starting to peel off, so I'm gonna have to put some hot glue under the paper to hold it in place. I did put the battery a little bit farther back, so I think that's why I got so much climb. Nice. She's slow into the wind, but you get it turned around and then she's screaming. Trying to keep it a little bit level because the wind will just throw it right over, and I don't want to have to go out there in that mud. So if I could get it landed here on the pavement, even if it does tip over on the nose, I'll be happy. You see the wind just throwing it around, but it is controlling pretty good, even with the one aileron peeling a little bit. And you'll see that I'm not doing strictly aileron rolls because I don't have much down elevator to keep it flat, so it's diving a little bit when I come through the turn or the roll, so more like a barrel roll. Ooh, got a little bit low there. I might be able to get a loop pulled off. Ooh. Yeah, that's it wasn't real straight, but this airplane's been through the ringer, so I'll take what I get. I'll stay up. It got pretty close to a power box out there. So I'm not real sure how I'm going to land this. It's going to be a crosswind landing. Or maybe I'll try to land it at me. I don't know. Doubt if I'm gonna land it like that. It's bound to hit me or my car, so we'll do a crosswind landing along the road. So I've told this on the channel before, but this airplane, I like it a lot. It was my very first flight test plane, and I had my dad build it for me. You guys know the Bloody Baron is the first airplane that I built from flight test. And then what you might not know is the first balsa plane that I built was an Edge 540 made by 3D Hobby Shops. It was a 42-inch wingspan. That's a little plane. Woo. And a friend of mine bought that from me in a swap meet, and I'm trying to get him to sell it back to me. Woo, that thing stalled out into the wind. All right, let's try to get this on the ground. Oh no, let's take it back around. It was slipping real nice, and then all of a sudden it got sideways. So let me try to slip it in here again. Not too bad, really. It still ended up on the nose. You guys can see it there on the nose. It still ended up that way, but it did actually land on the wheels and not just slam over and try to rip them off, so I'm pretty happy with that. Got a pretty decent flight, even though it's windy. I was able to do a few things to make it interesting. And yeah, good day. I appreciate you guys all watching the channel and subscribing and all those, and love all the comments. And so please give me a thumbs up if you guys like these videos. And if you don't like the video, let me know. Make a suggestion on what kind of content you would like. The next time I fly the Bloody Baron, we'll talk about all the things that I've had to glue back together. For the most part, that is all I've had to do with it. So I know somebody requested to see some of the modifications and a little bit up close. So I'll take the phone off the tripod and show you guys all the damage that it's had and what I've done to try to remedy that. We got some events coming up in June, so a little over a month. There's one going to be in Illinois by Horizon Hobby, and I don't know if I'm going to make it to that event. I'm sure there's going to be some smaller events locally that I'll be at, and of course Flight Fest in July. So I hope to see everybody there enjoying their times at Flight Fest. Remember, don't bring the planes you love, just bring something to fly and have a good time. We're going to crash them all, I'm sure, and don't want to be mad at people if they hit your plane. So I'm Gary, and I just got here.